Hello! Welcome to A Moment with Abby. Ding! Thank you for the big response last week. It is nice to know that I am not the only one who thinks about mundane topics. So let's reveal the results. Drum roll, please. Brrr. On Saturday, the big decision of 2020 was declared. Flat water won. 56% prefer flat water over sparkling water, which, okay, sure, all right. So apparently the world is equally divided on light or dark mode, literally like 50% each. I feel like this will be an ongoing global issue. I guess I thought there would have been more for one side versus the other, but you know, whether you want to live with knives stabbing in your eyes or having your eyes gracefully sheathed with dark love, I'm not going to judge you. I guess because also I wear Crocs like literally every day. So who am I to judge you? Right. So today is Mystery Monday. And I've been thinking about this all weekend. I've done research. I have done like calls with my family and discussed some things with my friends. And you know, there are professionals out there that do this for a living, that go out and do research for documentaries, and there are like great storytellers out there. I want to contribute in a way that can be I don't know about like a positive light in the world of true crime, but I want to have a take on it that we can all really embrace together and feel like we are, you know, having a discussion together as, I guess, normal people. Today, I want to discuss two places that I get my true crime fix. They're the professionals of the murder mystery storytelling. The first one is Dateline. I've discussed this before in another episode about the reason why I'm doing this Monday theme because of Dateline. They are master storytellers. They know how to grab someone and keep them entertained the whole time and give somebody like a sense of emotional connection as well. And they just can't be beat. So what I will do is I will link wherever I'm posting this podcast, I will link to Dateline. They are, you know, they take the TV show that is shown in America and they apply it to a podcast. You know, they just put the recordings to it. So I haven't watched Dateline in a while because at the time, which was about 2 years ago, they just had it on podcast. And they would discuss pictures and stuff, and so I would have, you know, I'd be like Googling, like, you know, I want to see what these people look like, right? They just know how to tell a story, and I highly recommend them. Another source that I get my true crime fix from is the queen of true crime in my book, Bailey Sarian. She is where I got my inspiration for this Monday theme. She does Murder, Makeup, Mystery Monday. And she just tells a story like no one else. She keeps you entertained with her little takes on a mystery of some sort. And she does her makeup at the same time. She is a professional makeup artist and a professional storyteller, all wrapped up into one. I just want to be good at one thing. She's good at two things, at least. I mean, I don't know her personally. I would love to know her personally, but she just knows how to just enthrall people with these true crime stories. So I will also link to her YouTube channel. She has Facebook pages and I believe other things, but I mostly watch her on YouTube while she does her makeup. I highly recommend just watching her for the makeup tips. I mean, I've learned a lot from her as well in that department, and when I do my makeup, I do, something that I've learned from her, watching her or whatever. So those are the two places I get my true crime fix: Dateline and Bailey Sarian. So for today, for my take on true crime, I'm going to discuss the Manson murders. That's where it all started for me. I was in high school, and I think I bought the book, or my parents bought me the book, or I had seen it somewhere. But in the end, my parents bought me Helter, Skelter, which was written by Vincent Bugliosi. I can't say it. He was the prosecutor for the Manson murders. And I ate it up. All of the history of it. I love the Beatles. The song Helter Skelter apparently had inspired this crazy idea for Manson. I'm not saying it's the full reason why he decided that he was going to murder people, but I think that when you're on acid and you're on drugs all the time, everything talks to you. So Helter Skelter was one of the things that he felt really talked to his soul, which who knows if he had one. Anywho, so with this story, I've done so much research. I've read the books. I have watched the documentaries. I've seen movies based on it. There is a new movie that came out recently with Brad Pitt. You all can figure out what you want to do in order to read or vet this information about the Manson murders. But growing up in Southern California, this is the story of all stories, really. It's about the 60s and the feeling of this free love coming to an end, because the Mansons brutally not only murder humans, but they murdered just this innocence in I guess America. Really, I'll say Southern California because that's where it hit closest for me. But I think this story, it's so weird. This is 50 years on, and it is still ever evolving. A new book was written in 2019 by Tom O'Neill, and it's called Chaos, Charles Manson, the CIA, and the Secret History of the 60s. And in that, there's a bunch of new information that's coming out, because apparently when the original story came out, a lot of people stopped talking about it because they had a real fear of Manson and his family coming after them, because they really had a huge reach in Hollywood and in the music industry. Have you ever had that moment, that quick thought of, oh, that's not really for me, or oh yeah, gut feeling, that is exactly what I want? Doris Day was like, I'm not having it, no way. And you wonder why I bring up Doris Day during a murder mystery, because her son, Terry Melcher, was a music producer for her label. And her son Terry Melcher had introduced Charles Manson to Doris Day. And she said the best thing to this man's face. She said this to Charles Manson. She says, "You are out of your mind if you think I'm going to produce an effing record for you." Said straight to his face. I think she just saw that You're a hangers-on. You are an opportunist, and my son might have a drug problem. But, this is not going to happen. Thank you very much. Manson at this time had pretty much taken the drummer, Dennis Wilson. He was a drummer and a founder, one of the co-founders of the Beach Boys. And him and his family just ran that man into the ground. Dennis Wilson had he had a thing for picking up hitchhikers on the road, and Manson loved his little Manson family lady girls to go out and entice people of power, I guess you could say. In his mind, this is what Manson's thinking. And so they end up infiltrating into Dennis Wilson's life. Dennis Wilson never recovered financially. He never recovered with his health, nothing, because these people just clung to him like parasites and crashed his cars, took everything that wasn't nailed down in his home. And I got all this information from many sources, but the one that I really got this information from was on groovyhistory.com by Jacob Shelton. He just lays it all out about poor Dennis Wilson. I say poor, they say he was a really nice guy, but I really think that he also was, I don't know, he was lost and trying to find a sense of a family, maybe. I don't know. I'm not in his head. But I think that with Manson, he was always trying to find a way to get to a producer, a record producer. But it's just a really sad story. Whatever Manson touched, he destroyed because he was insane. And then with Terry Melcher, he just... Okay, so there's a lot of different theories. In the new book by Tom O'Neill, he discusses that Vince Bugliosi had not provided all the information that could have been provided in the trials of the Manson family, that some key information was withheld, where Terry Melcher did meet with the Manson family after the murders when he said he didn't. That basically he was on acid and he went to Charles Manson, and it's true in this story. There's a ton of chaos. There's a ton to unwrap in this story that is still ongoing after 50 years. But I think that what we get out of this whole story is your gut feeling. Now, whether you lessen that gut feeling with drugs, alcohol, maybe a need to please other people that is just inherently in you. I want to take a page from Doris Day's book and just be fearless and know that, you know what, my gut feeling is that you're no good. And no, thank you. Not today. So today, I would like you to reassess your gut feeling in certain situations. Whether it was a good feeling, a bad feeling. Should you have trusted your gut? Did you trust your gut? And did it come out how you would have wanted it to? With today's episode, it's a lot longer than I had hoped for. But there's a lot of information, and let me tell you, I'm only scratching the surface of this Helter Skelter, Charles Manson family story. I mean, there's a ton of information out there, which I will link wherever I have this podcast uploaded. But, between Bailey Sarian and Dateline and all the books that are out there pertaining to true crime, there is so much to just sift through, that this topic is just so interesting to me that there could be many different takes on a situation. Many people are still silent because there's still a fear in the world of music celebrity that people are still not talking about it. And I'm just so fascinated by it. All right. Here we are, in this yay positive podcast talking about murder. But today, for our good of the day, I would love for you all to check on a friend. Whether it's a quick Facebook message, text, anything really, carrier pigeon, check on a friend. I think that anyone would appreciate just being asked, how are you doing? What's going on? And also understand that they will answer. And you should probably answer back. Because I think in today's society, what we want to be like, hey, what's up? And we just want someone to say, it's all right. No, we should probably start a conversation with someone. Pick someone, anyone, random, in your friends list, in your contacts. Just like, hey, what's up? What's going on? How are you doing? If you're in the UK, how are you doing in this lockdown too? Are you drinking mimosas on a Saturday with your husband and hoping that the time passes? Because that's what I did. Or if you're in the States, hey, what's up? How are you doing? How's the family? How's the dog? How's the cat? Just, anything. Anything. If you're in Japan, talking to you, my friends in Japan, how's the delicious curry today? How is the beautiful ocean waves in Okinawa today? Just anything. Check on someone. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much for listening today. I appreciate you all taking the time to listen to this nearly 20-minute podcast. I hope you got your chore done. I hope you were able to get to your destination safely. And just thank you so much for listening. Tomorrow is TV Tuesday, and I'm so excited. I already have a whole plan to discuss what TV shows I'm watching and what TV shows I am so excited about. So I will see y'all or talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye. Bye.